Well, hey, it's Brian G. Johnson, and I'm really excited to share today with you some really powerful information that can help you move forward and grow your channel. If you're new, great to see you here. Welcome to the live stream. Let's do this. Gonna jump on the TubeBuddy channel here, and there we are. We're definitely live. Fantastic. So today I want to talk about how you can actually go viral, right? Which sounds absolutely insane. Like, is it really possible to go viral on YouTube? And is it even a strategy that makes sense? Like, I gotta be honest, I've heard from a lot of people that, going viral is no kind of strategy that you want to implement. You want to think about having a business. You want to think about doing the things you can do to strategically take the right step. No way. Look, I feel like there's a lot we can learn from those people that are going viral. And what we're going to talk about today is going topically trending viral. We're going to talk about going viral again and again and again. And what's so very exciting is over the last few months, my channel has really been doing well. And there's no question that what I've been doing is baked into this presentation, and it can help you grow your channel. Without further ado, let's get in and let's talk a little bit about the viral video formula. Now, the word formula is so powerful because it's a blueprint. It's something that you can easily repeat again and again and again to get tremendous results. That makes it so powerful. That kind of takes the way we typically think about going viral, that takes it to a whole nother place. And you see, this is what I've really discovered. So many of the people that are going viral, they are leveraging this strategy. Now, if we've just met, if this is the first time you've run into my content, welcome. My name is Brian G. Johnson. And the first thing we want to do, if you want to do something audacious, right? If you want to step up to the plate and you want to connect and hit a home run, you don't want to hope. You don't want to think, gosh, I sure hope I can hit a run. You step up, you decide it's going to be, you stake your claim, and you amplify your message. And by amplifying your message, you do whatever you can to learn the skills, to learn the steps you can take to move forward. And yet, have you ever felt like this? Have you ever felt like, I can't find my way out of here if I watch one more darn video? There's so many things. I hear about titles and tags and closed captions, and there's the thumbnails, and I got to be a graphic designer and have a brand. Wow, it can be completely overwhelming. Got to say hi to Doug, Evan Carmichael, good to see you. A lot of people dropping by, great to have you here. So you are here, and we have to figure out how we can move forward and start getting really good results. And the easiest way to do that is to really identify what's most important. And here's why. Because it is overwhelming, right? Like, there's just too many things. And if they all matter, if everything matters, then nothing is a priority. I want to share a little secret with you, and that is some of the things I've done over the years is to really study and identify what's most important, what is the priority, and the thing I want to accomplish. And then from there, I can make a checklist. I don't have to try to figure out and remember. I don't have to remember 47 different things that are really important. All I've got to do is maybe make a checklist of 12 items. And if I focus on those 12 items, if I just keep coming back to that which is most important, I got to tell you, things get really, really exciting. Rosanna Pansino. If you know Rosanna, if you're familiar with her channel, let me know. She's implementing the strategies and tactics that I'm going to reveal in this video. And this is what I want you to know. Do me a favor. If you're all in, I need to know. I want to hear from you right now. Here's what's up. I want you to do your best not to take this information in as just information, but I'm going to apply this stuff. I want you to let me know that you're going to do what you can to make this a reality. And what we're going to talk about is common viral video elements. And what's so amazing is when you really start understanding this stuff, you start seeing it all around you. All the big YouTubers do this. All of the people that struggle don't. So do this for me. If you're like, I'm going to remember this, I'm going to make it happen, I'm going to make this a part of my routine, I'm going to put in viral video elements into my next video, just let me know in the comments, give me an I'm all in. Already, you guys are already there. This is the secret to success. This is what I do. I keep coming back to that stuff that's important. If you're tired about titles, we're not talking about titles. If you're tired about thumbnails, they matter a lot. But we're going to talk about something I just don't see a lot of people talking about. Check this out. Now, what's really interesting about these common viral video elements is that they're based on story. In fact, I think I'm going to change the name of this presentation to Story Viral Video Elements or Viral Story Elements or something like that. Anyway, it's based on story. And you hear that all the time, story, tell a story. What does that mean? How do you do that? Well, you keep watching this presentation and I'm going to break it down for you. And I'm going to give you some real life examples. These are found in movies all the time. You don't fall in love with Star Wars because it's cool in the science fiction. It's a classic tale of story. It's good against evil. It's leveraged by the most powerful authors that know how to tell story. And the best part is it's repeatable and it's predictable. And what that means is you have the opportunity. Again, once you start seeing these things for what they are, and after this presentation, this is what I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. After this presentation, you're going to see videos in a new way. You're going to go, oh, that was that. What did Brian call that? He called that to keep watching, and we'll find out together. Think of this, right? Viral elements are pieces of a puzzle that fit together and become one, right? You can implement these things together, and they're like building blocks. You don't just add one element to your video. In fact, you can add all kinds of them. And the idea is you want to trigger an emotion in the human brain of the viewer watching your video. What does that even look like? Well, this is where we get started. Nick Nimmin, what's up? World-class wrecking crew. Inside joke. This is pretty good. How can I go viral? Great question. This is better when you start understanding the human behavior of why people share and engage with content. When you start thinking about that, why does someone share? That changes everything. Let me break it down. Now, the thing to think about as we move forward is when you publish your video, you're going to work on it. You're going to do all the stuff, right? Mike, good to see you. Welcome. Paul Peck, welcome. When you publish your videos, most won't engage. It's not going to happen, and that's okay. But I promise you, when you add these elements, it's going to dramatically increase the amount of people that do engage, and that's when things get really exciting. This is a video that have you heard of this video? If you've heard of the video, let me know in the comments. This is Bike Lanes by Casey Neistat. It's got 22 million views. The question is, why? It's not about Casey Neistat. Seriously, it's not. Videos don't go viral because of a celebrity. They go viral. Why? Because they've got those viral elements baked in. And this is number one. Viral video element number one is the pleasure in the misfortune of others. We can't help ourselves. We love a train wreck, right? That's why people chase. Now, I got to be honest. I've been a little afraid of saying this word. People chase ambulance. Did I say it right? It's true though, right? In train wrecks, the reason Bike Lanes by Casey Neistat has done really, really well is because it's got one of these viral video elements baked in. And that is the pleasure in the misfortune of others. And the thumbnail gives it away, which is really interesting. Because when we get to the second, see, here's the thing. Remember I said that there are elements, right? These viral video elements, you can stack them on top of each other. The more I learn about YouTube, the more I plain understand how the game is played, the more I see the genius that is Casey Neistat. This video has 4 of them, and the second one is the element of surprise. When you see the thumbnail, you might say, yeah, okay, he's going to crash a lot, but the thumbnail gives it away. Like, so is the element of surprise really going to help with getting the viewer to engage? Well, think about this. The reason we go to horror movies is we love it. We want to watch that person run up the stairs. Like, don't run up the stairs. When you're trapped inside a home and there's a baddie outside, stop running up the stairs. We know something bad's going to happen and we keep watching. Why? Well, viral element number 2 is the element of surprise. Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get it? This is pretty cool. This is a little different. If you are feeling this presentation, just give me some love in the chat. Thanks. Appreciate it. All right. Now there's more because like I said, Casey frickin' Neistat, this guy, he has got this figured out. One of the reasons, the third reason why this video has driven 22 million views is it's the story, the classic David and Goliath story. It's the underdog story. It's the little guy. Hey, I'm just a schmuck out in the rain. You're killing me. Now, when you first see this frame, you don't even understand what's happening because you see a reflection of Casey Neistat. And then as the video plays, and literally this is about second 4 of this video, okay? The window starts to come down and there's Goliath, the giant. And by the way, this is the genius of Casey Neistat. He knows he can leverage the underdog element, right? So what does he say? Hey, this is ridiculous. I'm out in the rain. Like, really? This is horrible. You're going to give me a ticket? And he talks about how he's getting a ticket. And it's little Casey Neistat, right? It's this guy here against the law of New York City. And finally, there's more. This video also has the viral video element of social injustice. What the heck does that mean? It's simple. It means that something is happening, right? Something's happening to the little guy. This is Casey. It's like, it's just me, you know, and I'm in the bike lane. And there's all kinds of stuff in the bike lane, and I want to be in the bike lane, but I'm going to cry. It's terrible. And that's the video. He makes that video. In fact, he's so good that he's got a point-and-shoot camera on him. As soon as the thing starts happening, hey, Andrew, if anything is, just give me something in the chat if there's a problem, because I'm in a presentation mode. I can't see anything. Okay, so like I was saying, now I'm gonna drop out. Let's see what. And sorry, oh, there it is. Okay, and let's go back. Okay, so you guys see how this works? Now here's the thing. Like, you might be thinking right now, how the heck am I going to incorporate this stuff into my video? And I'll be honest with you, when I started trying to really take my channel to the next level, I knew there were things I had to do in order to get there, but I wasn't sure how to make it happen. But all I did was I just told myself, this is what you need to do. Do this thing. The thing I didn't tell myself is I said, I didn't say, well, gosh, that seems really hard. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. In fact, what I did is I wrote myself a huge message on my whiteboard, and it's still there. It says, amplify your topics. This is one of the ways you can do that, right? So we were talking about the social injustice that this whole video is based on. It's got all of these themes running through it, right? Remember when you were a kid and your parents and you felt like it's so unfair? Your mom is like telling you what you got to do and you're a little kid and you don't like it. It's like it's just not fair. It's an injustice. That is this. Now recently, some of you may know that I ran into a little trouble with YouTube. It's a flawed platform. Man, I love YouTube. YouTube is amazing, fantastic. But it's not perfect. Nothing in life is perfect, and I got demonetized for a period of about 9 or 10 days. It was very scary to lose monetization, and I studied. In fact, I don't know if Nick is still around, but me and Nick were looking at this. We're like shaking our heads. Daniel Battelle, he's on the call. We're all trying to figure this out, and we're like, man, this is the craziest thing. And what was it? It was a social injustice. So what did I do? I created an open letter to YouTube. Now, here's the thing I want to say about this. You could be like, oh, you're just trying to, you just want to get views. Absolutely. You bet. I'm going to use everything to my ability to move forward within the moral compass that I live by, right? There's certain things I'm not going to do, but at the same time, I got to say, I felt that this was an important video that needed to go out. Someone needed to speak up. So this was a case of me leveraging social injustice to draw awareness around a subject that we all care about. And this video did pretty well for me. Hey, if you're just joining us on the live stream, we're talking right now about going viral and all the strategies that we can use, the things we can incorporate into our videos to get a great result. Now, a social justice video is about righting a wrong. It's about drawing attention to that thing that's wrong and saying, hey, we got to make it right. Casey Neistat was saying, hey, we got to change these bike lane laws. Brian Johnson was saying, hey, YouTube, I'm not the bad actor you're trying to chase down. Come on, let's get it together here. That is social injustice. Now, like I said, what I want you to just, you don't have to have it all figured out, but just, again, please tell me you're going to try. You're going to figure out how to start adding these kinds of elements into your videos. Now, those of you that are into Mr. Beast, keep watching, because I got some kind of stuff. I've been doing a lot of studying, and I've got some stuff on Mr. Beast I think you're going to want to see. But I want to tally it up, like what exactly happened. Well, Casey Neistat publishes a video called Bike Lanes, and one of the things he did was he incorporated 4 viral elements. Number 1, the pleasure of misfortune. Number 2, the element of surprise. Number 3, he played the underdog. It's me, Casey Neistat, going up against the law of New York City. Say it's not so. It ain't no good. And finally, that was an injustice, right? There's a lot of overlap in these, but they're all a little different too. I want to also draw your attention to what happens when you start doing this stuff. Right? So one of the things that happens is all of these elements cause people to get highly engaged because you're triggering people on an emotional level. When someone sees the pleasure in misfortune, have you ever seen a disaster on TV and you feel guilty to keep watching? Yeah, I've been there. I've watched all day as some of the forests burned around us, but that triggered an emotion and I kept watching, and that's engagement. Right? Well, if we look at this video, look at the videolytics on the right. Notice there were 20,000 comments. All of the stuff on the left triggers people to engage and act. They comment more. When they comment more, do you think that means that there's a higher probability that YouTube's going to ensure that the next video from Casey Neistat is going to be pushed out to all the people that left a comment? You bet. Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. How about the sheer volume of likes? 446,000 likes. That's got to help. And how about the likes from Facebook? This is people actually sharing the video with their friends. And it starts to go viral. And it was upvoted on Reddit, was mentioned on YouTube. And that's the power of what I'm sharing with you today. These are the viral video elements you can incorporate yourself. And when you do that, what do you think happens? You trigger the algorithm. YouTube can't help but notice the very thing that matters the most. The audience is highly engaged. Now what happens is all these people are sharing and engaging, and that draws a bigger audience to the video, and then YouTube sees that and they push it out to an even bigger audience, and things get really exciting. It just starts with understanding how to craft and create your videos based on these elements. See, that's what you want to do. You just don't make a freaking video. Like, anybody can do that. If you want to go big, you've got to figure out how to do some of this kind of ninja stuff, how to make people feel. You know, Maya Angelou, she said, people won't remember what you said or what you did, but they'll remember how you made them feel. Casey Neistat makes people feel. You can do the same thing. And when you structure your videos in these ways, when you make a list of all these things you could incorporate, when you start watching videos, you're going to see all these things. And that's when predictably viral becomes a thing. And this is what Casey Neistat does all day long. Make no mistake. He's waiting, he's thinking, he's pondering. What does the audience want to watch? What will keep them really engaged? How can I be compelling? Do this. Don't publish until you've added a viral element. Tell yourself, like, hey, stop it. Just don't make a video on a whim unless I feel like I need to back up. Like, I'm stopping myself because what I'm going to say is if you don't want to grow, then it doesn't matter. But I've never once met a YouTuber that doesn't want to grow. The question becomes, how bad do you want it? If you really want it bad, then this is the kind of stuff that can really drive great results. Now this is fun because it's so easy. I mean, viral video element number 5. What the beep? It's kind of this. Like, what is that? I mean, that's ridiculous. And when you see one of these videos, you have that human emotion. There's that connection that happens. Right? And you're like, oh my God, I got to share this. And you connect with the viewer. Now, who's the king of this element? Anybody have any clue? It's Mr. Beast, right? This is all this guy does, nonstop. Now, a lot of YouTube creators, I'm afraid they think about Mr. Beast in this manner. I donated $50,000 to Ninja. Now, I'm wondering how many of you have $50,000 to donate to a streamer. And here's the thing. This is what kind of drives me freaking batty, right? It's hard to watch. I see people saying, well, I can't do that. I'm screwed. Oh my goodness. Mr. Beast had 0 subscribers and 0 videos. Mr. Beast didn't have any views. Mr. Beast didn't really know how to make it work. He didn't have that money, and yet he still made it work. How did he do that? Well, he did this. He tipped a delivery guy $10,000. Well, that's still that money, right? What do you do when you got nothing? That's the big question, right? How the heck do you do what the beep without spending any money? How do you do that? You get creative. How many of you know how to count? Seriously, if you know how to count, you're going to have millions of subscribers. I want to mention one thing. It's not about the camera. It's not about the stupid B-roll. B-roll's great, but that's not it. B-roll is the freaking icing. So many people they're playing the game and there's no cake. There's got to be cake, and then there's the icing is on the top. It's beautiful. So what Beast did is he kept trying. He kept stepping up to the plate. He kept living his dream. And one day he came up with this cockamamie idea to count to I think it was 10,000, and it took him 3 or 4 hours, and then it was 100,000. This video has driven 15 million views. Yo, Ryan, what's cracking? Good to see you. Patty, good to see you here. Hey, if you're digging the video, do me a favor, hit the like button. That would be fantastic. And if you hate it, make sure you hit the dislike button twice. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, you can do the same kind of stuff with $0. Make no mistake. One of the things that's really, really important is a lot of people doing this kind of thing now, right? I've seen all kinds of people, they're counting. See, that trick has already been played. And let's just call a spade a spade. That's like a one-hit pony. That's like a one-trick pony. It's not very exciting. It works for Mr. Beast because he's Mr. Beast. But he's kind of moved on, right? He's doing really outrageous things that cost money, and he can because he's making money now. You got to be original. You got to come up with your own thing. Do something the people haven't seen, and that's when you blow up. This kid, I love this kid. Do you know he made it to 100,000 frickin' subscribers with an iPhone 5? It's not about the lens. It's not about the quality of the video. Because quite frankly, what you have is good enough to make good videos if you try. If you go all in, if you stake your claim, believe it's possible, and you keep stepping up to the plate, you too will grow. Being an original, coming up with your own original ideas is a really great way. This is another way that Mr. Beast came up with a pretty interesting concept that was a one of a kind, and it probably cost him some money. And a lot of you are like, I got nothing. But here's the thing. When you start really thinking about how can I make this happen? What are the things I can do that are unique? Maybe you're going to spend 10 or 20 bucks, but you're going to be making that because when you decide it shall be, when you stake your claim, when you start adding these viral elements to your videos, you're going to see a big change in what happens to your videos. You're going to see the views and subscribers. And then you start making the money, and all of a sudden, these kinds of things are possible. I love this one. This one's great. A lot of you are like, I don't do silly, stupid stunts. Like a lot of us are a little older. You know, I'm 53. Can you believe that? Crazy. How does that even happen? We'll be getting to questions soon. Thanks for stopping by. We're talking about going viral. And the thing about it is going viral is not something that happens because you're lucky. Going viral happens because you planned it. And you can when you understand the viral video elements that I'm breaking down today. And what I want to do is I'm going to be publishing some more videos based on what you've seen here. If you want to see some more of this ninja stuff, make sure you subscribe to briangjohnson.tv. Link in the description. Love to have you aboard. Now, goals are cool because anybody can leverage a goal. And why do they work? How do they work? Well, as human beings, we want to strive to achieve something that's hard. As a human being, we want to watch other people do that. How many people here went to see Rocky? Anybody remember the movie Rocky? Did Rocky make you feel? Did Rocky make you like, that was an underdog story too, right? It's like this guy and he's like, He's in the meat locker, right? Well, the reason we love Rocky, Alex, is because it's a goal-driven story. It also includes the viral element of the underdog. We got all these things, again, working for us. And we want to follow along. We want to see people doing their best. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not about perfection. It's about people saying, hey, I want to give this a go. I believe I have an opportunity. Where's Evan Carmichael? I just dropped his word, right? Goals are super powerful. When I came to this platform, I had the audacity to say I was going to have 10,000 subscribers, and I didn't even know how a freaking camera worked. And then I called up my publisher, and I said, I'm going to write a book about getting 10,000 subscribers in a year, and I'm going to do it. And I almost failed, but I didn't. And I'll be honest with you, what's so powerful and cool about goals is it doesn't matter if you miss the goal. Even if you fail, if you try, you have to give it a lot of effort. But if you do that, and if you make it easy for people to see that, people will follow, they want to participate, and they want to be a part of that story that's based on goals. By the way, this isn't just a viral video element. This is a lesson. Remember Mr. Beast? This was Mr. Beast 5 years ago. And he published a video called Subscribers. And in that video, he said, hey, I've been on YouTube for like 3 or 4 years. And I thought it would be, and no, I'm not going to share this. I'm going to stop myself because I'm going to do this stunt too. I'm going to borrow it from Mr. Beast. Be on the lookout on my channel and you'll get it. But basically the lesson is, like I said, it's not just a viral video element, it's a lesson. Like Mr. Beast really kept his eye on the prize. Subscriber goals for 2016. See, in fact, these are the comments people left. I currently have 819 subscribers. My goal for 2015 is 7,500 subscribers. I want 200,000 subscribers in like a year and a half. I got so many goals right now, I can't keep them straight, but I'm just telling you, I'm shooting big. I'm not playing for, second place here. I'm playing for all the marbles. And when you go in, when you like live that, people want to be a part of that. So if you want to do something that's extraordinary, be willing to put in an extraordinary effort. Be willing to share that journey with other people. This is Mr. Beast. These are the videos on his channel. 4,000 subscribers. Woohoo! First channel story. Yeah. 5,000 Mr. Beast hype. Digging it. 10,000 subscribers. Q&A with Mom. I think that's kind of cool. This kid wanted it bad. And he got it. He just kept stepping up to the plate. Now, I've got some more stuff on this viral thing. I'm kind of into it. I'm going to be making some more videos. And I want to answer some questions for you now. And I'm going to flip over to the... There we go. Switching things over to the video camera in just a moment. Just bear with me. Great to see so many of you here in the live stream, the TubeBuddy live stream. Thanks again for stopping by. I hope you guys dug that. I mean, break it down honestly. Did you feel like that was interesting? Was it a little like you rather see stuff about titles or thumbnails? It was a little different, All right, let's hit some of these buttons here. Doug, very good. How's the trip, Nick? I think Nick must be back. Are you back, brother? Or back in... Thailand? You guys know about this, right? This is pretty fancy. Don't try this at home, okay? Whoa. Great to have you here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Again, my name is Brian G. And let's see what the hand transition. Whoa, yeah, looks like the stream looks pretty okay. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on lately. And here's the thing, right? I want to really encourage you. Actually, I need to turn. I got a lot of panels open right now. I got to keep that open. I want to really encourage you to write yourself notes. Tell yourself what you got to focus on. Remind yourself of what's important. This is me. In fact, I sent, Nick Nimmin is here, and I sent pictures to Nick Nimmin of that whiteboard. Amplify your topics. Sorry about all that funniness there. And I remember I wrote that down for myself because I felt if you want to like get some better results, Brian, you got to do some stuff with your topics. And I think that'll be good now. And look what's happened. My channel's really taken off. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that those messages, they did something up here. You can't be great at 50 different things. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, then remember at the beginning of this presentation, I said, focus on what's most important. Create a list. If you're not sure what those are, I want to quickly draw your attention to this. So if we come to my channel here, I guess we'll have to click that. If you watch this video, it's literally got a list of like the 12 most important things. You see this video here? It says impossible, growing your YouTube channel in 2019. Impossible. Well, it's impossible when you don't break down and really focus on what's most important. So think about really, going through maybe that video and some of the other videos on my channel. Study the stuff Nick Nimmin is dropping. He's got obviously a lot of really powerful strategies and tactics that can help you move forward. And the other thing I want to share with you is that it's really hard as you course forward. Nobody's watching. It's hard to find that motivation, but you have to keep stepping up to the plate. And the more you're able to focus on that journey, the better you're going to do. And a lot of you are 3 feet from gold. You're one video away from the success you want. You don't really know how close you are until you break through. I could have not even imagined that I'd have the growth I have right now on my channel back in December when I was working on a course to teach for YouTube training and doing these other things. What I did though is I just kept focusing on what matters. I didn't I wish I had subscribers. I mean, sure, we all have those days, but I just kept doing the job at hand. Got to publish another video. The other thing I wanted to mention, and then we're going to do Q&A, is you got to mix it up. The more you're able to really try different things, the more likely you're going to really get a result that's different than what you've been getting. So do your best to focus on what's most important. Do your best just to keep publishing, stay consistent. 1 video a week is plenty if that's what you can do. And over time, you're going to get the skills, right? Focus on the skills, not the subs. So again, thank you. Great to see you guys here. Let's do this. I'm going to pull up. I believe I have a question for you here. Yeah, the questions in the Google form. I'm going to be getting to those right now. Andrew has got a link to the Google Doc. If you've got a question, I'm going to be looking at the comments, but a better way is to click the link, again, to the Google Doc that Andrew's going to drop right now. Then I'll see your question a little bit easier. I don't see... Are there any questions on that document? Andrew, are there any questions? I don't see anything on it. I'm glad you guys dug that content. Thank you. Had some high fives and whatnot. Crypto Cruising, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Dr. Stan, welcome. Nice to see you, buddy. A lot of you have been here, like Lovely Kid Japan. Did you know that Lovely Kid Japan actually sent me a postcard? Fantastic. That was so cool. And I think I just saw Go Groomer. That's pretty awesome, too. Yeah, I don't see any questions. All right, so if you got a question, just drop it right now. What do you consider viral? For me personally, okay, this is a really great question, and this comes from John's Firewood Videos. For me personally, the answer should be different based on everybody, where they're at, who they are, and what their channel is. You mentioned, my friend, that 100,000 views for you is viral. For me, I would say the same thing. Anything over 100,000 would be great, and it would be great for my channel. I've got one video that's probably around 600,000 views now, so that's fantastic. And literally, I published a video a few days ago that's driven around 25,000 views in 48 hours or 36 hours. It's been, like, I've been busy. I've been publishing a lot of videos. I've got a lot of stuff happening and whatnot. I don't see Andrew around. Anyway, so for me, the thing to think about is stick to your niche, and you might not have the possibility of driving 5 million views for firewood videos, but strive to improve. And these things, these elements, you can add into any kind of video, and they can help you. So Joe from the Carolinas, can a video go viral even if the title starts with a keyword phrase? Absolutely, of course, without question. The last video I published has 2 keyword phrases, and it also has the compelling element. So yes, in fact, Joe, like that strategy that I teach, how to title the videos, do that. That's a really, really great way to go viral. What you want to think about is going viral starts with the topic. And this sounds like the same stuff, but when you really get deep into it, you start seeing that there are going to be some topics that are much more likely to go viral. So I published a video on Article 13. Think about this. How many of you have logged into the Creator Studio and have kept seeing messages about Article 13? You've kind of been programmed, even if you didn't think you were that interested, even if you didn't click on the little pop-ups in Creator Studio that really mention Article 13, you kept seeing that. And when I published a video on Article 13, that was topical. An audience is really interested in a specific thing. Now, I led with YouTube's over, something to that effect, which was another keyword phrase, but it's super, super compelling. And then dash Article 13 explained. Now, what I didn't expect is to rank so well for Article 13, but I'm number 1 for that phrase. So I drove a ton of search traffic, and I crushed browsing all of the things. Basically, Joe, what we're covering in the course, how to structure your titles, is spot on. And the other thing to think about too, and this is something I haven't shared, I don't think really ever. I'm going to make a video for another channel that I work with in the coming days. And it's really about your responsibility and your own personal journey as a YouTube creator and where you are on that journey. You see, the things that I do now, how I play the game now, how I title my videos, what I'm thinking about is a lot different than when I started. When you start, you have 0. You really want to play the search game. It's incredibly powerful, and you can still go viral. But now I can drive so much watch time because I have a lot of people that are finding my videos. you get found by search. So yeah, that works really well. And I don't know why I'm not seeing, let's see. Yep. Let me do this. I'm going to close out of this tab. Thanks a lot again for stopping by. If you're new, my name is Brian Johnson. This is the TubeBuddy amazing plugin that I use myself that has really helped me with my thumbnails, split testing, really understanding which videos and the thumbnails of those videos are getting clicked on more often. So TubeBuddy is fantastic. Feel free to download it. There's a link to the plugin you can download in the description. And I still don't see any questions, but I'll just keep checking out the comments here. Guys, if you have a comment, just drop it. It's been great hanging out with you guys. I've had a lot of fun. Good to see so many of you. Let's do this. I want to talk a little bit. I think you guys will find value in this. Earlier I talked about how bad you want to grow and then focusing on the things that'll allow you to grow. Like a lot of people are like, well, I know I should probably have a niche, but I like doing it this way, so I'm going to do it this way. I think sooner or later, there's a good chance you will come to the point where you're like, I think I've got to decide what I want to do, and I think it's time to niche down. That's really thinking about sacrifice and what needs to happen in order to achieve the goals you want to achieve here on this platform. And Nick Nimmin was in the chat, is in the chat. We actually hung out in Dallas, Texas, around Dallas last summer. And I did this stupid thing. A few weeks earlier, I had declared that I would get 50,000 subscribers in about a year or so. And that I kind of timed it right around when I was hitting 50,000 subscribers. So the idea was by the time I got to September of this year, that's September 2019, I would get the silver play button, 100,000 subscribers. And I can remember, like, I wasn't sure. I got to be honest. I'm like, man, I just don't know. Because I was getting like 2,000 subscribers a month. Now I'm getting 6,400 subscribers a month. Big difference. Like I'm on track to hit that goal. What's interesting is right after the summer, in the fall, I took some time off. I started working on a course because I felt it was really, I needed to have the course too. But I worked hard. I stayed focused. I got the course done. And I came back to YouTube in January 10th or so of this year. And one of the things that I did in the fall, and the decisions I've made along the way really made it easier for me to reach my goal. Let me explain. Number one, have you heard that you should have a schedule? I think having a schedule is great. Do you know what I think is better? Having the ability to publish a video right now if your analytics tell you it's time to drive some more views. If you see your views dropping and you've got your channel dialed in and you've got a lot of strategies in place, if you're publishing every Wednesday and it's Saturday, but you see your analytics are dropping, well, if you don't have a schedule, guess what? You can publish another video. And I remember in the fall, you know what I did? I'm like, I'm done with my schedule. No more schedule. What did that do? It freed me up to publish more often. People might be thinking, oh my God, I heard that was bad. You got to have a schedule. Remember at the beginning of this presentation, I talked about really identifying the most important stuff. This is what I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. YouTube creators that publish really good content, they win. It doesn't mean you can publish once every 2 or 3 months. It does mean if you publish regularly, not on a schedule, but if you publish regularly, you publish really great video content, you're going to win. So by me not having a schedule, it actually allowed me to publish more videos that I already knew were at a high enough level to drive views, drive subscribers. And my growth right now on YouTube is really exciting because of that. That was one of the things I did. A lot of you might have wondered, why isn't Brian live streaming like he used to? I'm not live streaming. You know why? Because that takes time. It takes energy. And furthermore, I've only got so much. There's only so much energy to go around. I see a lot of people, they want to do all the things. If you do all the things, your energy is here, it's over here, there's some over here. This is me all day long. I'm going in one direction. I'm getting 100,000 subscribers, and I'm not going to stop until I get what I want. And I'm focused on those most important things. And these are some of the decisions I've made along the way that have really helped me. So I'm going to actually make a video about this, about kind of breaking the rules. You know, maybe it's like bad boy of YouTube breaks the rules and triples his growth. Hey, be compelling, right? These are some things that have really worked for me. Yeah, Nick, you've been traveling all over the place. Let's give props to Nick. Have you guys seen the videos Nick's dropped lately? Really great stuff. And, you know, the creators that are always successful, they're always evolving. They're always striving to do better. They're always interested in new techniques and whatnot. And Nick has done some really great vlogs. Hey guys, if you've got questions, for whatever reason, I can't connect with Andrew. I don't see any questions on the document. Just drop a question in the comments below or to somewhere on this page. Just drop the comment, and then I'll answer, because that's my responsibility for the next few minutes. Let me see this. What does this say? Yeah, I don't see anything on this. I don't know why. I see nothing. Saying, yeah, yep, I've checked it multiple times. I'm sorry, guys, do this. Like I said, just leave your comments, leave your questions here in the chat, and that's going to work better for me. And right now, me is all we got. How can I get more subscribers besides having any great content? No, wrong. Here's the thing, my friend. I want improve your content, please, because everything I'm going to say is content related. You've got to have good thumbnails. That's content. You've got to edit your videos. That's content. Do what you can. Choose topics that people are interested in and select a niche. TubeBuddy wants to rent a rave show. Hey, George, good to see you, my friend. Love your new lights and studio. Looking fantastic. Diversification of channel topics. Any good for going viral? Yes, but there's a big, big danger with that. Here's the problem. Here's the problem when you diversify is that you've got all kinds of people coming over here for gaming. They're subscribing for gaming. Then over here, you're publishing cooking videos. Now, when you publish a cooking video, these people that are gamers, they're not watching. And the more you're all over the place, the more you don't really stand for anything. It's not just about the type of content. It's about what you stand for as a YouTuber. When someone visits your channel, if they see 13 different things, it kind of means you don't stand for anything, because all people see is like a lot of different things. If you stand for like, hey, my name is Brian Johnson, this channel is about staking your claim and amplifying your message on YouTube. It's crystal clear. Whoa, this guy is really into YouTube. When they see my videos, they see videos on the subject of YouTube, and in their mind, it's easy for them. YouTube. Guys About YouTube, Brian Johnson. When they visit a channel with 13 things, no one's going to like, it's just you're asking too much of the audience. Steve Jobs once said, it's a really noisy world, and we're not going to get a chance to get people to remember much about us. No YouTube channel is. No company is. So we need to be really clear about what we want people to know. So you might want to do a lot of different things for your own personal satisfaction, and you get to do that. But you're asking the audience to do something they don't want to do, and they're not going to respond to, and that's the decision you have to make. Now, here's the thing. People might tell you otherwise, but go find some successful channels that are all over the place. People like Casey Neistat, if you really look at what Casey does, he makes little films about subjects that are topical on the internet. He makes little films about YouTube and social media. He talks about themes. He talks about gear and vlogging and cameras. He does camera reviews. He kind of actually has a theme. Excuse me, he's a lot broader. He's a lot broader than a lot of creators because he's so good. But if you're just getting started and if you've got to learn a lot of the skills to get you where you want to go, if you're all over the place, it's going to be harder for you. I guarantee it. And I'm sorry to say that, but I want people that stop by my content. It might be hard to hear, but at least they heard it and they know. And then they can make a decision moving forward. Casey is pretty wicked cool, right? That dude is cool. What's a Niminati? Be careful. It will suck you in. Be very careful. I'm raising my hand. Mikko's Art School. What is up? Peace, power, and pixie dust. You guys remember pixie dust from back in the day? You know what's funny is I can kind of control my zaniness in front of the camera, but when I'm live, I'm kind of Brian. You kind of just get the quirks and the goofiness, all of the things. I got to tell you guys, thank you so much for stopping by. This has been a ball. I'm going to answer a few more of your questions. Do me a favor, if you're just dropping by and you're digging this live stream, hit the thumbs up. I want to give you an opportunity to express your dissatisfaction. If you don't like the stream, hit the dislike button, the thumbs down, hit that twice. That would be great. 125 likes. We just jumped up about 25. Thank you so much for those likes. Well, I think we're going to wrap it. Thank you so much for stopping by. This was awesome. You guys rock. And I want to let you know, this is a fact. If you really want it bad enough, anybody can succeed on YouTube. Now, I'm gonna qualify that. What you're publishing right now might not be the thing that catapults you to the success you want. But if you try new things, if you keep striving, if you focus on skills, you can have anything that you want. You can grow a channel and be massively successful on this platform. I'm Brian G. Johnson, and I'll see you next time. You dig? Poodle pound. I like the way the poodle pound sounds. See you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by. That was a lot.